What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm breaking down the 3 minutes of overhead gameplay in the new NHL 25 gameplay trailer. Basically, I've cut out all the fluff, and we're just going to be looking at the new gameplay features, that is, next-gen vision control, empowered AI, reactive actions, as well as the new skill-based one-timers. And before we get started here, guys, I should mention I've slowed down all the gameplay to 0.75 speed. That way, it's a bit easier to see everything that's happening. First thing you might notice is Cole Caulfield there, wearing number 22, opposed to his new number 13. Obviously, the trailer was made before the tragedy happened with Johnny Gaudreau and his brother passing away, so that is the reason for that. I'm sure in the real game, he will be wearing 13, just like in real life. Jumping into it here, guys, you can see Cole Caulfield with that next-gen vision control. I love that skating move as he gets by the defenseman. You can see here, too, Dahlin walking that blue line before moving in for the shot. Right there, you guys can see what it used to look like in NHL 24. Cale Makar quite clunky. Now, Quinn Hughes here, looking very good, walking the blue line. Of course, that is the new cover boy versus the old. And right there, just another clip of Brent Burns walking the blue line to show you how fluid it is. See Heiskanen here as he kind of looks for that pass. Wyatt Johnson, of course, glowing with the one-timer. McKinnon, I love that skating animation as he circles around the net. I think I mentioned in another video, but I've actually seen that they can do a perfect circle around a puck. So the skating's much more fluid now, much more realistic. Brady Tkachuk here, you can see coming on in. Does a little sidestep there before taking that shot on net. You guys might notice, too, some of the zone abilities. For instance, Nick Suzuki here with no contest, which is definitely a very interesting. Noah Hanifin here fights off the defender and gives it over to Mark Stone, who hits Eichel there for another skill-based one-timer. And next, you guys are going to look at empowered AI. You can see Lester Ryan in there on defense, back skating with the player that's the puck. Then he's getting in the passing zone, makes a nice block, another angle of it here. Even that blocking animation with his knee out, the way he kind of reacts to the pain. I think it's one of the 250 new animations in this game. Next, you can see Brent Burns doing the exact same thing. He gets to the passing lane, steals the puck. Again, this is something I really hope actually translate to the game. I hate when you're, in that passing lane, the puck goes right through you, but looks like with the new animations, you actually should be getting a lot more steals. And before I forget, guys, I want to talk about the new score clock. I'm so glad they put it back in the top left-hand corner. I remember when EA first made the change, I was one of the people saying, I'm not a fan of this. If you're skating up the ice, dying seconds, you're not going to know when to shoot the puck unless you take your eyes off the puck to look at the time. It didn't make any sense. So having it back in the top left is so much nicer. Also, too, they've actually added a shot counter now, which is really nice. You no longer have to see that in the main menu. And right there, you guys can see just a few versions of the new score clock, whether it be power play, PK, etc. But I will say one thing that's annoying me, if you have two teams of the same color, it doesn't really look too great. It's like one big red block here, for instance, Ottawa, Montreal. Now, there are a few minor changes I think EA could do to fix this. One would just be to simply put a line between the two teams. Another would be to have the team logos, which honestly I think they should add anyways. I think it would just look a lot sharper. And then finally, they could just have one of the teams use their secondary colors. So for instance, in this matchup, you got Montreal with the blue when facing Ottawa, who has their red. And here, guys, our first look at the Utah Hockey Club in NHL 25. Currently on the PK against the Oilers power play. Never a good idea as Draisaitl there buries the skill-based one-timer. Next year, you got Zegras. Think about the Michigan, but instead gives it McDavish, who opened up out front. Brain Shen here, you can see the AI moving throughout the slot there, looking for the perfect pass and a great scoring chance. As the user here just cycles that puck, waiting to see somebody open. And then right there, of course, Joseph does get the puck. Another guy on a new team, Kyle Connor here, using some of that vision control as he's skating down. And then again, Velarde there right out front comes in for a good scoring chance. And then right here, you have Heiskanen coming up with Sagan, grabs the puck, snipes it. Honestly, not sure what that was showing. But next here, guys, we have the new reactive actions. I really like this clip here. You actually have O'Connor just sliding by the defenseman. I think it's actually Ovechkin on D, so that's probably why he got by him so easily. But using some of that new vision control skating on his edges, slips by him. Again, Beniers there, you might have noticed, after he wins the faceoff, he's actually able to slip by the other centerman to just immediately get ready in the play, opposed to, sometimes sticking on him. On defense here, after missing the poke here, you can see immediately stops hard on his edge and then gets right back into the play. And then finally here, guys, we have our first look at the new skill-based one-timers. Gray means they're ready for it. Drew Doughty there, lighting up green means he hit it perfectly. On the Rangers here, you have Zibanejad looking for it. Claps at home. Zibanejad, of course, one of the better one-timers in the league. And one really cool thing you'll notice here, guys, is it actually shows the shot speed now on the board. Zibanejad up to 108.7 on that one-timer. Tom Wilson here feeding Ovechkin. He, of course, gets denied by the Red Wings goalie there. I'm not sure who they had in net, but Gensel here feeding the puck to Kucherov. Red there, so you can see he missed the net. Again, you got to time it right to actually get that power and accuracy. You can see another red one there. Looks to actually get deflected out front. And then you have Ovechkin here with a second chance. He puts it by Erson there, the Flyers goalie. And we actually get our first look at one of the new post-goal emotional reactions for goalies. You guys can see here, he just leans all the way back with his head tilted back. Can't believe he let that one in, but honestly, when Ovi's in his office, he's tough to stop. And right here, guys, we're seeing some more skill-based one-timers. You got Johansson, I think that is, down there in the corner, looking like Danny Heatley taking a one-timer from no man's land. And then right here, you have Buffalo Samuelson trying to take one, but again, he gets it red and misses. So right there, guys, with 3 minutes of NHL 25 overhead gameplay. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. And as always, let me know in the comments section your thoughts on all the new gameplay features. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.